So let's see what Spirit wants to bring in for this week's guidance for the week ahead from today, Sunday the 17th of May, for the next 7 days. It is collective, so it's not going to resonate with everybody, but if it does, please do like, comment, or even share as well. So let's see what Spirit wants to bring forward for the week ahead. Thank you. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Good luck. All right, I do feel like the energy is very much excitable energy that is coming in from Spirit. I do feel very much excited, very much positive, looking towards the future. You know, it's like Spirit is showing me that things are now finally starting to weave together. Like everything is weaving together, everything is coming together. So Spirit bringing forward the good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like this week you're going to finally feel like, you know, you are on the right track with certain projects, certain goals, okay? Something that you're striving to do, you're very much going to feel like you're on the right track this week. And, you know, it's very much about that good luck is going to also bring in that success in certain areas of your life as well, okay? Because I feel like everything is going to fall into place. So let's pull a spirit animal. What is the spirit animal, please, Spirit, for this week ahead? I feel like this good luck isn't just about prosperity, it isn't about abundance. I feel like this is very much about that stability, that those foundations that is coming off the back of that new moon in Taurus that we had yesterday, okay? That, you know, the new moon in Taurus was very much that grounded energy. It was about stabilizing our energy and security and that self-worth, and, you know, building on sustainable growth, sorry. And I feel like that's where the good luck is coming in, because it's not just that prosperity and that abundance, it's building on some form of stability, some form of foundations, okay? There's a sense that justice will be served as well this week. So I don't know whether you are having, or you're going through some legal battles or something like that, but justice is going to be served this week as well. So what is the spirit animal, please, Spirit, for the week ahead? Thank you. All right, we've got Blue Jay coming in, intuition. So I feel like you're very much having to listen to that intuition this week, okay? That intuition this week is going to be encouraging you to feel into where you are being guided this week, all right? It is about you stepping in your personal power this week. I'm hearing in from Spirit. It's about stepping into your personal power. And it's about knowing that you can take yourself, or you can remove yourself from a certain situation this week, okay? If something doesn't feel right, if something is making you feel stalled or stagnant, all right? If you have that opportunity to change your direction, to change that course of path this week, Spirit is saying. So instead of wasting your time on wasted energy, something that you may well be flogging a dead horse with, you know, if that is what you're feeling like, your intuition is telling you this isn't working, this isn't fitting for you, this isn't aligned for you, then listen into that intuition, because at any given point this week, you can change that course of direction. You can remove yourself from where you need to be removing yourself from in order to give you a better week. And I've just seen 333 on the clock there as well. All right, so let's see what is coming in with these cards for the week ahead, please, Spirit. It's also about you being able to observe your surroundings as well this week, and also being able to communicate clearly. So I do feel like communication may well be the key as well. What else do we need to know, please, Spirit? Yeah, introspection and rebirth. That good luck energy is also bringing in that rebirth, that renewal energy, that something is changing, something is weaving together to give you a better outcome, to give you, you know, possibilities, opportunities as well, all right? And I feel like you've very much been in that energy of introspection, and now you're coming out of that introspection, okay? You've kind of done a bit of work on yourself, I'm hearing in from Spirit, where you've been understanding your own behaviour, your way of thinking. You've been trying to break certain cycles, certain behavioural patterns, okay? You know, you've been shredding a lot. You've been going through a lot, and now you are ready for this new direction. You're ready for this new beginning. You're ready to start taking control of your life this week. This is very much that transformative energy coming in as well from Spirit. All right, this is about knowing that it's still time for you to plant the seeds, okay? Plant the seeds of renewal that is going to help you move forward with your journey ahead, okay? Because don't forget, we are still in that spring, okay? We are still in spring. It's not quite summer yet in the UK until June 20th, June 21st, when we step into summer solace. So, you know, you still got time to concentrate on something, all right? To have some form of progression within your life. Thank you. Wit and adaptability coming in this week. It is about you, you know, showing that adaptability, being flexible, okay? That, you know, this week it could be one of those weeks where it's twists and turns with one thing or another, and it's requiring you to be adaptable. It's requiring you to be flexible. It may well be a case that certain times you have to think on your feet, 555 on the clock there. So there's definitely some change coming in as well. I'm hearing in from spirit. But this is about you knowing that, you know, whatever presents itself this week with anything, this is about you knowing that you are very much grounded, you're very much in your own power this week, and you will be able to respond a lot differently to what you have been doing recently, okay? Because this is very much about you, you know, being very clever, not so much cunning, but being very clever, all right? Clever in how you get something done, how you process, how you proceed forward. Maybe how you have to deal with a certain person this week is requiring you to maybe, not saying be cunning and being, you know, sneaky, but there's certain people within your energy this week where you have got to have your wits about yourself in the way that you speak, communicate, okay? And be one step ahead of a situation. I'm hearing in from spirit as well. Thank you, spirit. Yeah, freedom and change, which I saw 55 on the clock, so I knew something was coming in with that change as well, all right? Something is changing this week. The energy is changing. Something within you is changing. You're wanting something different as well, okay? You've been feeling that desire within you to do something, to achieve something, to make a difference, to make a change within your life, to release you from certain burdens, certain constraints this week. And I feel like, you know, you may well be a person that changes like the wind. 1 minute you're doing this, then you're doing that, then you're doing this, then you're doing that, then you're going back to that, then you're going back to that. You're very much like the wind. You know, you're very much changing all the time. And, you know, that is what maybe keeps you going with certain things. You may well be, you know, one of those people that can't stay too long on a project or goal. You've got to do something else, you know. And I think this is about you continuing doing that to a certain degree as well. Still allowing yourself to move freely with the wind, you know, accepting life's changes and exploring new opportunities. I feel like you're very much a free-spirited person, some of you as well. So you sometimes just like to go with the flow of life as well. What else do we need to know, please, Spirit, to close out this reading? Grace and sensitivity coming forward, the deer. So I feel like, you know, something is changing within you, but it's still requiring you to be that little bit sensitive around other people as well, all right? Not everybody is getting those subtle hints or subtle shifts like you are. And I feel like this is very much about you being sensitive to other people's feelings this week. Maybe think before you speak this week as well, because something is changing within you. You are changing, and it's that mindset of you're not being held back by anybody now. And it may well be that that's where the communication is this week, where you're going to have an open conversation with somebody about where you're at and where they may well be at. And that's, for some of you, you may not be on that same hymn sheet this week, and it may be a case of parting ways as well. I'm hearing from Spirit, to allow yourself to have the space to grow and find who you are as a person. But it's about being sensitive with the way that you communicate to people this week. So it feels like a good week ahead. I'd love to know what this week brings about for you. but it's definitely an energy that feels excitable. Something is shifting, something is changing, and good luck is very much on your side.